So we've been teasing our new product release all week, and today it dropped. So who's it for? If you are a strength coach, speed coach, sports performance coach, CrossFit coach, personal trainer that deals predominantly with competitive athletes, this product is specifically for you. What's the purpose? To help you take your athletes from somebody like me who's done rehab for an injury or a surgery and sending them back to you so you know how to start them at the right spot, so you know how to assess them with a quick and effective functional screen that you can get through their entire body, full body function in less than 2 minutes, so you know exactly where you need to start, so you're not having reoccurring injuries or setbacks from somebody who just came back from surgery. So also, if you're dealing with athletes, you probably want to keep them healthy so they don't see somebody like me. How do you do that? You understand how to design exercises specifically for that one athlete and what they need to do, how they need to perform, and their limitations, because they're all going to be different. So if you want to know how to assess your athletes, so you can first program the right programming, then understand as you're going through programming how to either progress or regress their programming so they're staying on track and not falling backwards and seeing somebody like me and wasting their time and money doing that stuff, then this product is for you. So what are we going to do? In that 2 weeks, we are going to send you a drip of information, videos that you'll receive to your inbox. Watch them whenever you want to watch them. They don't expire. If you wait until the last day of the 2 weeks and you want to watch them all together, knock yourself out. We are going to cover everything you need to know in order to become an expert at your job. So we are going to cover biomechanics. We are going to cover neurophysiology. We are going to cover anatomy. We are going to cover all of the little things that go into designing an exercise. So this is not a protocol. We're not selling you the 5 best exercises to increase speed. We're not selling you the 10 best exercises to use for shoulder health. We are teaching you how to become an expert in understanding movement patterns and understanding what muscles are doing what in each specific position that a patient or an athlete or a client is going through, how to break those movement patterns down, understanding all of the kinematics, all of the biomechanics, all of the physics, and then giving you background into neurophysiology so you can understand what happens in a place like my clinic when we're putting them back together, so that when you get them, you know where they're at. And when they slip, you don't have to fall back and send them back to somebody like me. You can take care of this problem yourself. So, topics that we cover that you didn't learn in school, that you didn't learn in your certification courses, are going to include MoStreBility, which is motion, strength, and stability all put together. That will get you out of the mobility mess. It will get you away from flexibility, which is dangerous and decreases sports performance. So we're going to go into that in depth. How can you increase range of motion without stretching, without massage, without Theragun, without foam rolling? Because all of those things increase exercise by decreasing neuromuscular function, which puts your athlete in a dangerous position and decreases their performance. So we're going to get rid of flexibility. We're going to get rid of all those gimmicks, and we're going to teach you how strength increases range of motion and increases stability, making your athletes bigger, stronger, faster, and safe. We're also going to go into the difference between picture anatomy and functional anatomy. Looking at a picture does not tell you what a muscle does at a joint during an exercise. What does tell you that? The understanding of functional anatomy, which we will go into depth in. Biomechanics, we're going to deconstruct exercises. We're going to break it down joint by joint so you understand exactly what's happening at each position. The physiological effects of mobility gimmicks. So we're going to show you with our pilot studies what happens when you foam roll, stretch, and Theragun. Trust me, it's going to blow your mind if you already haven't seen that, and you'll never use that stuff again. How to apply neuromuscular physiology. So I'm going to go into the microscopic physiology of what happens when muscles are contracting. And we're going to go into the law of reciprocal inhibition, which is going to also blow your mind at how easy it is to increase range of motion by figuring out what muscle is inhibiting the range of motion. Once you get that muscle to kick on and do its job, motion comes back, pain goes away. We're going to go into the false narratives of corrective exercises. If you're using correctives, you're not getting anywhere, and we're going to show you what happens once again on the neuromuscular level when you try to correct weakness. We're going to go into what is a functional exercise. Seems like everybody does functional exercises, but everybody does them differently and has a different definition. We're going to tell you our definition of functional exercises, the checklist that every exercise has to cover in order to be a functional exercise, and why that's important to you. The recipe for injury. We're going to teach you why your clients, your athletes get hurt in the first place. If you understand what the root cause of injury is, you understand how to get rid of that and stop your athletes from getting hurt. We're going to teach you how to crush a functional screen head to toe in less than 2 minutes without writing stuff down, without a checklist, just making mental notes so you know exactly what that movement pattern was and how you need to take that into consideration when you are programming exercise. And we're going to teach you how to educate your athletes, their parents, and their coaches so you become the expert in the area. So when they go to see somebody else who's a strength coach, who's a CrossFit coach, and they're doing all the gimmicks, gadgets, and garbage, they will be exposed for using false narratives, for spreading nocebos, because once you teach them what you're doing and the science behind it, it is irrefutable that what you are doing is correct and what you're doing is better than the guy down the street who's doing the garbage that actually defies physiology. So if you want to change your career, become the expert in your field, keep your athletes big, strong, fast, and safe, you want to get to this product, you want to learn more about MoStreBility, and in 2 weeks, you will have tools that you've never had before, and your athletes will notice it.